So up next, we're going to have Ekop, winner of our first series of games, versus Gaara, who just lost 2-1 against Alchemixt.
So again, like I said, with Alchemist, after he lost to Ekop, this is a big series for him. If he loses this, he can pretty much count himself out. In fact, he can absolutely count himself out. You cannot win with a 1-2 record in this type of format.
Oh, you're talking about Ekop?
No, Gaara.
Gaara.
Yeah, Ekop can put himself in a really good position here with the win.
I was about to say, I was
series.
like, for whatever reason, I thought you said Gaara. I'm like, or Ekop. I'm like, no, you nuts. You won. What you talking about?
But, both of these guys are really good, and I expect good games here. Gaara may have lost a little bit of confidence in that mage deck after just getting absolutely murdered with it. And he starts off with Hunter, and oh my god, he's going up against pretty much the deck that just destroyed him.
Right. Absolutely. I believe it says Alchemist there, but that is actually Ekop. There's no denying that beard.
Ekop doing his best Alchemist impersonation.
He's even using the priest deck, which is really throwing me for a loop there. So didn't get the Undertaker.
This deck is it was maybe the sleeper deck. No, it is not the sleeper.
Oh,
deck.
Alchemist got lucky there. Not Alchemist. Ekop got lucky there. He drew the Undertaker.
He drew the Undertaker. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the turn 2 Death Rattle minion to play.
We'll see what he draws.
Yeah, absolutely. Pretty decent chance to draw a Zombie Chow or a Loot Hoarder or
I mean, looking at
Creeper, plenty of cards.
Yeah, looking at Gaara's hand right now, he doesn't exactly have a way to deal with the Undertaker at the moment either. So
I'm actually surprised he goes with Web Spinner over Leper Gnome, because Leper Gnome, and there you go. He gets the Loot Hoarder.
There it is.
Perfect curve.
That was a really good top deck. Oh, and he ends up getting the Panther.
I think we're going to coin out a Eagle Hornbow here, and that's what it does. You got to get rid of that Undertaker as soon as possible.
Yeah, it was about to get out of hand on that third turn once he dropped that Dark Cultist.
Yeah, things go bad real quick when you when you don't get rid of Undertakers.
Like I said on Monday, man, if you're playing Shaman, spend that Lightning Bolt. Spend it.
So the draw is actually kind of awkward now for Ekop. So I feel like this is a game, if any of these types of games are going to be salvageable for the Hunter deck, this actually looks like, based on what's in their hands, this actually looks like one that he can wrestle back. Because he did get the Undertaker, he went right into the Loot Hoarder, and then right into the Dark Cultist. That's kind of the dream. Unfortunately, his hand is really dried up from there.
Yeah, it has, and that can happen when you lose that Undertaker.
And he's playing. Oh god, he's playing double cleric.
He's going full Northshire, man.
He just went full Northshire, you guys.
And even healed his full health one health minion.
You see now, if I'm sitting here and I'm Gaara, I don't think I kill. Well, okay, he's only got 2 cards. I think I might actually clear off these. He can Houndmaster it, and he can kill both clerics.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. You're almost tempted to just let him deck himself, but he's down to 2 cards. You just go ahead and just clear him off.
What you're removing all of the utility from the priest, all of his tools. He's already down. Ekop's already down 1 Undertaker, which is kind of the backbone of this deck, and both clerics are gone. So card draw.
Yes, he's going to be card dead pretty soon.
That Loot Hoarder is like the only semblance of card draw left in this priest deck.
It's kind of interesting that he played the Lothad before he traded. I would have rather ensured that I put that 3 health. No, I guess it doesn't matter because never mind. Because the Houndmaster's still out and it has 4 attack. So that was actually really smart.
Right. The Lothad's the one you want to keep alive. I don't. You want the Loot Hoarder to die, kind of, because your hands. You got a funky hand at the moment. Ends up getting injured Blade Master. He has the Circle in hand, so he could full heal it. He's going to go ahead and take the Leper Gnome, I would assume, with the Cabal Priest.
No, you take the Haunted Creeper because it gives you more value. It's 3/4 for.
That's a good point.
Yeah, instead of a 2/1. And right now you're at full health. You're not worried about the damage of the Leper Gnome. Savannah High Main.
Two Savannah
That
High
means he
Mains.
gets to go High Main into High Main, which is pretty damn good.
I spent 2 cards getting rid of Lothab, huh? Okay.
Well, it's okay to do because he also got value out of that Houndmaster when he killed the Loot Hoarder last turn. So
yeah, the Houndmaster's done he's done his job, and the Leper Gnome, does 2 damage when it dies.
So this is actually pretty strong here. He can actually play Power Word Shield, and then he can trade both of these guys in to kill the Savannah Highman, and then he could take one of the 2/2s. So this is actually gonna be a really good turn for Ekop here.
Yeah, and the Cabal Priest lives.
Exactly. Yeah. Once he was able to
Power
put
Word.
the Power Word Shield on it, he's able to get a lot of value out of that.
Oh, that is rough if you're Gaara right now.
Well, if you're Gaara, you're just saying, "Hey, man, that's real cool and everything. Now give me my Unleash."
But he currently does not have that.
He does not. You can flare for it. Yeah, I think you do.
That's what he's gonna do.
Got to dig for it. If you don't get the Unleash, you're pretty much out of this game. And no Unleash.
Oh, some rough stuff right there.
I think you just play another High Main then. Kill off the 2/2. Yeah. You're tempted to kill the 1/1 just to get more value out of your 2/2, but you kind of need to protect your health total right now.
Right. I mean, we've got 10 damage on the board for Ekop. So it looks like he's going to play the Injured Blade Master. He's thinking about it. Anytime there's a Sludge Belcher in my hand, I'm just like, I think I want to play it. What would your play here, Dills?
Well, I think you just slam a Sludge Belcher here. You could kill this and keep your dude alive with the heal, and then Sludge Belcher out, and then you kind of protect yourself. He's gonna go. Oh, he's gonna go with the second circle. That's okay too. I like getting Sludge Belchers out though, man. That card is just so freaking good.
Yeah, but this way you get more value out of your circle.
That's true. But you can get that value at any point, and I don't know if there was a way for him to effectively deal with the Sludge Belcher. I mean, we know he has the Houndmaster, but
right. Although even with his board, that wouldn't. He'd still have the slime, or no, that wouldn't even kill it, because all he has on board is a 2/2. So the Sludge Belcher would have stayed. Let's see what he gets. All right. All right. So he could have killed the Belcher had he played it.
Now the question is, do you trade here, or do you just kill the 1/1 and then force him to trade something? The problem is, okay, so that 4/5 could be healed. I think you need to kill that. Yeah, and that's what he does. Because he could heal that 4/5. That it's effectively a 4/7.
Right. Oh, he gets a Defender. Although, he can play both. He's a 9 mana.
Oh yeah. Belcher and Defender. He can get tons of taunts up, and then just keep swinging for face at this point. I mean, he's effectively the beatdown deck. I think you do kill the Leok, but outside of that, just start getting face damage in.
Yeah, he's 28 health to 17 too, which is it's a good position to be in for Ekop.
He is going to go ahead and just do the full board clear. Is he considering holding on to the? He is. He's holding on to the Defender. He figures one taunt is plenty.
He's playing really conservatively. I respect that.
Well, I mean, there's nothing that Gaara can get that's really going to bring him back.
No, and that's
outside
Gaara,
of the Unleash, so he's
Gaara
just
taps
protecting
out
against that. And that's it.
Gaara taps out. Game 1 goes to Ekop.
All right, so that Priest deck now has carried several players quite strongly. I had some people tweet at me after we talked about it that they had not had very much luck with it. And one guy tweeted me and he said, "Man, I wanted this Priest deck to be really good. I went 0-6. I never got a good 1-drop." And I was like, dude, it's not the deck's fault, man. You got no 1-drops in 6 games? That's just incredibly unlucky.
Right.
Or he's not mulliganing enough cards at the beginning.
Exactly. So major or warrior here for Gaara.
I think you got to go warrior. The mage did not work against this deck last time. In fact, it got horribly destroyed. And so you don't try to like summon the powers of beat the priest this way. Like you just go warrior.
Right. You just, I think a control warrior would be really good in this. As a matter of fact, when we were talking about the deck on the show, that's what chat room was screaming was, it just loses the control warrior. But
that's right, yeah.
Which I disagree
fine,
with. It's an unfavored matchup, but it's yeah.
It's not an auto loss. It's not a hand lock you could consider being like an auto loss, but not control warrior. Still, I think it's the out of the two decks he's got left. It's the best choice for him. Apparently, they played "My Heart Will Go On" during the break, and the chat was not happy.
Like just the regular Celine Dion version.
I guess, yeah. I would hope that it would have been that flute version, the terrible flute playing version, the recorder.
Oh, I forgot about that. I was gonna say if it's the Newfound Glory version, I'm all in. Oh, it was the flute version. It was
the flute version. Oh, okay.
Delightful.
That's a good version. I don't know what these people are talking about. That's an amazing, amazing song.
Yeah, I've seen Newfound Glory more times than I can count, and they've never once played their cover of "My Heart Will Go On." It's a tragedy.
That sounds sad, man.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Go check out HearthStats.net/league for all the information you could ever want about the tournament you're watching right now, and more importantly, information about how you can possibly qualify to play in the next tournament via the Grinders League, open to a maximum of 288 players from both NA, that's combined from NA and EU. So we're going in here. He decided to go for, it looks like the Warrior, because I'm not recognizing these cards from the Mage deck.
That's definitely the Warrior deck. He's got a Shade of Naxxramas in his Warrior deck. That's pretty cool.
I like Shade, man. I like the Shade of Naxxramas.
It's a really cool card. It's not commonly put into, at least in my experience, I don't know, maybe things are flopping around a little bit, but not commonly put into control decks because it's more of an aggro card. You know, you sit it down and you let it grow, and then you're able to get a massive swing at some point in the game.
Exactly. I would not be happy about 2 Acolytes in my hand.
It's okay if he draws something like a Whirlwind, or if this lives this turn, he's actually really happy because he can throw it down and then pretty much guarantee to get the card draw with the Whirlwind effect of the Unstable Ghoul.
That's a good point.
I think you definitely go with an Acolyte here. If you put the Shade down, it's just getting damage. It's not giving you any effect. But he's going to go with the Shade.
Looks like he's going to go with the Shade.
Okay. Mistake! Sorry.
Well, Ekop.
There for a second.
Look at Ekop's hand, though. He doesn't really have a play here.
It's awkward as hell. So he's playing this kind of like Death Rattle-y style deck, but he's also got the Wild Pyromancer in it, which is not often in this deck. I don't have one in mine. Because I'm not worried about clearing the board. I'm worried about putting minions out that live, you know?
Right. But there's so many decks out there that are running minions that have 1 health or the Haunted Creeper, which spawns tokens. So there's still a place for it.
He can clear the board. It clears his board, too. And that doesn't feel very good.
No, he's thinking about coining out the Soul Priest.
Yeah,
I guess that's
okay.
Given his hand, that's I agree with that.
He can't do the circle play because he loses his board. It's just.
Is Corey Bryan says thank you for the tourney, but who let Celine Dion's Drunken Cat play recorder for your interlude? Oh, that's great.
So, I think you might actually execute this 3/5 here. Yeah, I think what he's going to do is no, he's just going to go then. No, you have to execute it. You can't lose your Shade. Yeah. And I think you might even hold on to the Shade, but no, he's going to go ahead and kill the Undertaker. He's a little bit worried about it getting buffed up.
Clears the board, and with no weapons in my hand, I'd be concerned. I want to stay on top of the board.
Yeah, Ekop's got a really awkward hand now. I think you honestly just play the Pyro and you just heal face. I mean, you don't want to give multiple cards by playing spells and damaging this Acolyte even more. Awkward turn here, and it's just a really weak turn, and it feels like you're just getting further and further behind when you make a turn like that. So now you can draw 2 cards with the Acolyte by using the Cruel Taskmaster and then trading in. And you can gain 2 armor as well by playing another, playing one of these armor smiths.
Yep.
He's not going to play the armor smith. I guess he just wants to hold on to that 3 mana in case he draws something useful.
Oh,
like,
finally,
War Axe.
Finally gets the War Axe.
Okay.
It's just gonna solidify him. He's gonna make it. Gaara's in a really good place at the moment, and that's even better.
See, I don't play the War Axe here though because you don't really need it. You know, you're gonna draw another card with this Acolyte.
Oh no, I just mean having it in his hand. Period.
Yeah. I would have preferred though to play the Armor Smith there and just gain a couple armor.
I would have probably have done the same.
Just, you know, you want to build up that armor, and you want to be able to get to a point where you can start, you know, looking at Shield Slam as a viable option. He does have the shield block, so if he draws a Shield Slam, he's got a good way to do some damage with that. And now he's going to go double Armor Smith and just armor up, swing for 1.
And the turn. I love Control Warrior personally. Playing it just because I feel like it's the only deck that exists in Hearthstone where it's okay to wait. Like you can have a turn.
You can be really patient.
Yeah, you can have a turn where you swing for 1, and it's totally fine. That really doesn't exist anywhere else in the game.
Well, a pretty decent faceless manipulator target here. This 5/5.
I'd agree, although putting Sylvanas on your board with Sylvanas on theirs, unless you're playing
you
on
potentially give it up.
They have the chance of getting the Sylvanas right back,
Yeah.
And he really doesn't have an answer for the Sylvanas at the moment. Yeah,
I think you just ignore Sylvanas if you do this.
Well, yeah, because that is a good point. Because all he has are one attack minions out, Gaara.
If he swings Sylvanas to Sylvanas right now, he gets taken and then taken back.
It's just
whatever minion gets stolen. So
exactly. So that would work just fine.
We're getting a shout out in the chat. I want to shout out the chat back. What's up, chat? Thanks for joining us. A lot of really, really good players in this tournament. So I'm glad you guys are here. And we lost the game. Uh-oh.
Just swapping screens real quick.
By the way, HearthStats is also just a fantastic tool if you're trying to become a better Hearthstone player.
Oh man, how have we not said that yet?
Yeah.
We're both avid HearthStats users.
Absolutely. Yeah, I put all my decks in there.
If you're using the uploader, get on it, man.
I check the monthly newsletter as well to kind of see what's going on in the metagame each month. And basically what's going on is that Warlock is crushing everybody.
I love it when Chris comes on the Angry Chicken monthly to talk about the meta report as well.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So it was a good talk. If you're not aware of what that is, you go to HearthStats.net. Every month they put out a meta report with stats. So.
And we're back! All right, what the hell's going on here? Okay, somehow the entire board of Gaara is gone, and Ekop now has the Sylvanas and Nakanai.
Indeed. It's like a Tarantino movie.
I think now's a good time to go ahead and just, kill that and then play the Shade and armor up. Yeah, there you go. That's what he's going for.
Yep. This is a Control Warrior game. That's
Yeah, this game could actually go that. These 2 decks, this is a game that's just going to go on and on and on forever. And Strife Crow is trying to talk to Gaara, and Gaara says, "Hey, dude, not now."
/squelch. Sludge Belcher going down from Ekop as well as a Zombie Chow.
Doesn't have an elegant way to deal with this at the moment. There's plenty of draws that will help him though here.
Well,
that's not one of them.
Just bite.
I think I just well, I'm going to shield block first if I'm going to play the Sylvanas because I want to draw something and see what I get. Because the shield slam would be pretty nice right now.
Yeah, I think he's considering the Ragnaros.
But Ragnaros feels pretty poor. Like both of these targets aren't great targets for Ragnaros, so In fact, he's going to hold on to the shield block, which I'm actually totally like. I'm a firm believer in don't play the shield block until you plan on having plenty of extra mana. Right? Like, say you had 3 extra mana there, and he just armored up rather than playing shield block, and you think, oh, you had mana for shield block, but you can always play shield block. It just sits in your hand until you use it, but you can only armor up once a turn. So you want to take full advantage of that if you can.
And you just got healed up by the Chow.
Because the death rattle of the Sylvanas went second, he actually did get the Sludge Belcher token.
Yep. He goes ahead and gives a thank you emote. So Ekop's thinking he's going to play the Loatheb, it looks like.
Yeah, I like Loatheb over the other Sludge Belcher because the other Sludge Belcher is likely to be dealt with fairly simply. And this basically takes away any of the Shield Slam type possibilities. Fortunately, it's all he's going to be able to do because he did pump it up to a 5/9.
I'm about to say, that's a big Loatheb.
That really is.
But he can still...
And he's going to take the 50-50 here. Okay, Rag, where are you going? What you doing?
No. To the face.
Misses.
To the face.
That's really unfortunate because now it's just going to get Shadow Word Death and never get any value. Oh, it did 8 damage, but
yeah, it did 8 damage, and honestly, Gaara's effectively at 30 health. A 5 damage minion is not the scariest thing in the world at the moment.
Yeah, he's got 10 armor and 30. He's at 40 right now. He doesn't give a crap about damage.
Bringing down the Northshire Cleric.
Well, he needs to get
heal?
cards. No, he needs to get cards.
He was acting like he was going to play a card. I would heal first. Oh, if he's thinking of playing the Blade Master, I would heal the Blade Master. Never mind.
Yeah, that's already at 8 health. He's not really.
Yeah, exactly.
A circle would be pretty sweet right now, but he does not get one.
It's all right. You got Blade Master at 5 health, a Loatheb at 8. You didn't need the Circle of Healing.
So Gaara's got way too many weapons for his own good here. Yeah, I think you definitely got to draw a card. Like right now, your hand is very awkward. There's not a lot of good options in it. I mean, obviously, he's not really concerned. He seems to be in a good position right now as far as the game is concerned. Oh, that's a great draw.
Bye-bye, Loatheb.
Yeah. Now I guess the question is, does he unstealth his Shade to get rid of this 4/5? And I think you probably do.
I would Shield Slam off Loatheb, axe the Cleric, and then Shade trade the Shade.
Trade the Shade. Because you don't want to let that get to be a 4/7.
Yeah, it looks like that's what he's going to do. Just considering it.
I mean, I don't see... I mean, I guess he could avoid axing that and he could just silence it, but... I think I would just do this and just arm a Deathbite. Have that ready in your back pocket.
Yeah, especially since he has both in his hand.
Yeah, he needs to get these. He needs to get these out.
There's nothing wrong with equipping it.
It's clogging his hand up right now.
So Ekop's just got he's got a Sludge Belcher. What did he draw? He drew a Loot Hoarder.
Just slam them both. Nothing else to do here. I mean, right now Ekop is running dry. He's going to be relying on top decks. Loot Hoarder is going to draw him a card, but the options are getting thin.
Proven our chat room right, man. Control Warrior just beats this priest deck.
Now, I have a question for you, Garrett. What do you silence here? Do you silence the Sludge Belcher or do you silence the Loot Hoarder?
Personally?
I silence the Loot Hoarder.
Loot Hoarder?
Yeah, because he's got no cards.
Starve him even further?
Yeah, he's got no cards, so, don't let him crawl back into the game by drawing 2 cards here.
Yeah.
And that's what he goes for.
And has both... I'm trying to remember now. Have both his Northshires been played and died, or is it just the one?
I know of one. I don't think the other one has.
Okay. I mean, I guess regardless, knowing one Northshire is already gone, he's running out of tools to draw cards.
Yeah.
Can't see Ekop's hand at the moment, so
Yeah, we don't know what he just drew.
Not sure what he drew.
Stream.
Pre-saying exactly what Ekop's, I'm sure, saying. I wonder.
Dark Cultist.
The Dark Cultist. That does not draw you cards.
Well, okay. So I guess the question now is, do you actually trade here? I think you do. I don't know, man. I just don't see a way for Ekop to crawl back into this game. He's going to be drawing 1 card a turn. He's looking at 40 health to try to whittle down. It's not a good place to be.
No, it isn't. I mean, this is the Control Warrior is doing exactly what it is supposed to be doing.
And
Alexstrasza.
Heyo. He's just going to go ahead and brawl. Yeah, I think he wants a cleaner board before he plays this Alchemixt, and I don't blame him.
I don't either.
That worked out actually pretty well, because that means that nothing gets buffed with the death of the Dark Cultist there.
Exactly.
Although whatever it did get buffed, he would have been able to kill with the Death Bite anyway, so he didn't even care.
Yeah, so what did Ekop draw? He gets a Cabal Priest, which
does absolutely nothing. It's a 6 mana cost. The mana doesn't matter at this point, but it's basically a 6 mana cost Yeti.
He's going to get set down to 15 health. Just go ahead and swinging the axe straight into his face. Gaara looking pretty strong at the moment. That Cabal Priest is staring down the barrel of that Alexstrasza, just like, you want me to go out there? I can't help you. I'm sorry. Plays the Injured Blade Master. And that's game.
Yeah, there was nothing for him to do here. Now, does he want to BM? Is the question. He's got the shades on. Come on now. Got to BM a little bit. There it is.
All right.
I guess it's not actually BM because it wouldn't have been enough with the other one, so it's fine. It is what it is.
Third series of the night to go to all 3 games.
Yeah, every single one so far.
So that means Ekop. What were his decks again? Looking at them up real fast. So his Priest, Hunter, Paladin.
Paladin's pretty good against.
I was about to say.
Warrior.
I think I'd go with the Paladin deck.
Yeah, it's Control Warrior doesn't have enough damage to finish off Paladin. Really, it relies on some of its minions kind of sticking for an extended period of time, and Paladin's able to clear them off pretty easily.
That being said, Gaara is running a Spellbreaker, so that is an answer. I'm trying to think of answers to
to Tyrion?
To Tyrion. He does have a Spellbreaker
is the answer to Tyrion. Because actually, it's kind of well known, like that Paladin deck is pretty rough for a Control Warrior, and you needed something to deal with Tyrion, and that's pretty much the way to do it. So, yeah, you could Black Knight, but Black Knight still gives it the weapon. And
I'd rather have the 6/6 with no taunt and no Divine Shield than a 15 damage weapon.
Exactly, yeah. 3 swings of a 5 damage weapon is no bueno.
I would be surprised if Ekop went Hunter.
Hunter's really bad against. Okay, so a Hunter that has the Savannah Highmanes can be okay, but you really rely on drawing the Savannah Highmanes. It's really, really important though that you get those, and if you don't, you're kind of screwed. So I think he is going to go Paladin. And yep, we're here that he did go Paladin.
All right.
Strife Crow is Ekop. Okay, so when they were talking to each other, that was actually Ekop. I guess he's playing on Strife Crow's account.
Oh, okay. All right. So they're just having a little chat with each other while they play.
Mm-hmm. Slash squelch.
Exactly. Wanted to be real mean, you could just unfriend him. Then he can't chat.
Can you unfriend somebody during a game? I've never done the science on this.
I think you can.
Yeah, it wouldn't kick you out of the game, right?
Yeah, no, because you can access your friends list. So
Ekop's got a Spellbreaker on his side as well. Lots of Spellbreakers going on. I actually like the Spellbreaker card. I'm surprised it took this long to I'm surprised I think this line to kind of make its way into the meta.
I don't think so. I think it was the influx of all of these disgusting death rattle cards.
That's true, but in
With
these specific
Max
decks,
Ramus.
it's got a these tournament decks. It's got a purpose. That's to silence these big cards that do scary things.
So it looks like Ekop is going first. It really doesn't have a play though.
No, they never do.
It's a paladin.
Paladins never have a turn one play. This is actually a really good hand for Gaara here. He's got all the stuff to kind of control the early game, and he just has ways to draw into all of his big stuff for late game.
Yep, coins out that Acolyte of Pain, which I would absolutely do going up against a paladin. You just ping off token after token and draw. Pulls an execute. Shade for shade. Hey, it's got a shield slam in the belt now.
So Ekop Shade gets to grow first though, so it's always going to be one step ahead.
That's a good point. If he gets really out of hand though, he does have the execute. Should it self?
I can't see what card he's hovering there. I think it's another Shade, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
That is frightening, and you don't do anything with these. You just let them chill. It's the only thing that you could do to deal with this as a control warrior is some sort of a brawl situation. But wow, he's going to actually unstealth one of them. I think I prefer just being really patient there.
Yeah, because now he could remove it. He has a Death Bite. He doesn't. No Fiery War. Okay, yeah, no Fiery War Axe.
No, Death Bite is fine. I mean, Fiery War Axe would be preferable because you could also then play an Armor Smith. But Death Bite's fine.
Right, exactly. Plus, using 4 damage to kill something that has 2 health just makes me feel bad. That's me personally.
Yeah, but you can't get hung up on that. I mean,
it's just gonna token and pass.
Yeah, no, there's no play here. I think Sludge Belcher is likely to hit the board now.
Yep. Roles have been reversed too now. Now Gaara has the shade that.
These guys just don't even give 2 craps about keeping their. I'm much more patient with my shades. But maybe that's my problem. I'm not a pro, so could have something to learn. Black Knight on the Sludge Belcher seems pretty decent. It's gonna be tough to get more value out of this Black Knight in a Control Warrior deck.
Exactly. Knowing a Control Warrior deck, what else would you Black Knight?
This is it. Yeah, this is the only taunt that gets run in these Control Warrior decks. It used to be that they had 0 taunt. So.
Yep, there it is. So we're gonna have a 1/2 slime.
And now the question is, do I unstealth my 4/4 to kill this slime? I actually don't think you do. It's given you a little bit of an advantage to have that and just continue to hold that. But he's actually going to go ahead and do it.
He goes for it.
I'm a little bit surprised by that. I mean, now it's going to he hits the 1/1 into the shade because he knows that now it's going to die anyway. The 1/1 because the Death Bite, Death Rattle. Or we might see an execute on this. Oh no, he could actually shield slam it. No, he looks like he's going to execute.
I was going to say I was considering Armor Smith execute before popping the Death Bite, Death Rattle, but that works. So what did Ekop draw? Let's take a look. He's got Harrison Jones. He drew the Wild Pyromancer.
Well, Harrison's going to get some value at some point here. There's just so many weapons in the Warrior deck.
Right, he's either going to gobble up a Fiery War Axe or a Death Bite at some point.
Problem is, if he plays a Kodo here, he's swallowing up a 2/2 only. It's not the greatest value. He does also still. I mean, he has 2 of the combo there. To make him follow the rules and then Kodo something.
Yeah, I was about to say I would definitely silence the shade. You don't have an answer for it.
Yeah, if you make the shade follow the rules, it actually just continues to grow anyway. It just says, screw your rules. I do what I want. Oh man, that doesn't feel that great. Acolyte doesn't care if it's a 1/1. It's an Acolyte.
It's here to take damage and draw cards. I mean, at least he doesn't get the Spellbreaker out of it. Hey, you're getting a shout out from B Burgess 13. It says it's awesome to hear us casting. Needs to be more of a frequent event. Thank you.
That could possibly happen someday.
Thank you very much.
One more damage than he needed to here. He could have done the Acolyte into the 4/3 and then used the Fiery War Axe to kill the 3/3. Instead, he went the other way. That was a mistake. Yeah, he took one more damage than he had to. Yeah, just a slight misplay. Yeah. It's got those shades on. It's hard to see. Maybe he thought he was attacking the 4/3.
It is very late where he's playing, too. Maybe he's just...
he's actually asleep under those. Can't tell.
Gaara is just that good at Hearthstone.
All right. How do you feel about 50-50 killing this shade? He's not going to go for it. Wow.
I mean, I was about to say, I would feel pretty good about it.
I would just do it, yeah.
Also, getting rid of the Fiery War Axe, not a bad play.
But I feel like at some point you will be able to Harrison Jones for 2 cards. I just feel like that's just going to happen. And getting the chance to kill a thing is pretty good.
I don't know about that, especially this late in the game. I mean, looking at Ekop's hand, he's going to have something minion out every turn, which means Gaara would always have a potential target for his weapon.
Yeah. It's fairly common for oh wow. So then I guess he's going to play okay. But it's fairly common for warriors to just weapon up after they spend a weapon charge because they have so many friggin' weapons. And most people aren't running. I guess maybe Gaara wouldn't do it. Maybe Gaara's smart enough not to. And Ekop thinks I'm not going to take a chance and try to get two cards for this, but
right.
It happens more frequently than you would think. So the 7 mana equality hits the board. This is actually a good turn for this, though. That's about as scary as the board's going to get.
Against a... yeah, although, I mean, he has the Alchemixt, which he just played. But
he's got a way to deal with Alchemixt, though, too. Alchemixt necessarily.
And then there's also a Ragnaros in this deck.
That might be a problem. This is a really great turn, though, to heal back up with your Holy Light, because now you've been knocked down to 15. That's the last time that you can get knocked down. So he's just debating whether he's really that worried or he's just going to pop out the 1/1.
Popping out the 1/1. All right, he draws a Brawl.
So he knows that now both of the rules have been followed. So that combo is not going to happen again. So he can actually play this. He can actually play this, and then he can hide behind the Unstable Ghoul.
I like that play. I mean, it sucks because it's a token on, so you could get a potentially have a really bad Ragnaros shot. But the fact that
I think even hitting the face is good right now. So 3 out of the 4 targets are good, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And you can protect it, and you just saw quality used. Yeah. Slam that sucker down.
All right, let's see where it goes. Oh, that's the best.
Oh, great target.
That was the absolute best target.
Swagneros making his appearance in the HearthStats League.
He's made plenty of appearances. That's one of those cards from day one to now. Still just a good card, man.
Yep. Never been messed with.
So I think we're probably going to see a Sylvanas come out because a few things that are less scary than when you have a Ragnaros on board and they have a Sylvanas on board. Because you cannot control it.
Nope.
You have no idea where the freaking thing is going to go. And at any moment, you could lose your Ragnaros. There it is.
Also makes Brawl scary to use.
Back in the day, when Sylvanas was 5 mana, you could play Sylvanas, and then you could Brawl, and you basically never lost Brawl.
And that is one of the many reasons why Sylvanas didn't stay at that mana cost.
Yeah. This is actually getting a little bit scary. I mean, he's just going to flood the board now. But we're getting... Oh! We're getting close to the end here. This is only going for a second.
I'm feeling a pit in my stomach.
Yeah, we're very close to the end.
So do you Sylvanas into... Well, no. Yeah.
I think what you do is you Kodo first, and then you kill off the 1/4, the other 1/4, and then you steal Ragnaros. Seems pretty good to take a Ragnaros.
If you get... yeah.
Oh, no, but wait. Gaara's Death Rattle goes off second, doesn't it?
Because it was played second, yes.
So I guess what you do is you actually kill the other 1/4, and then you actually Sylvanas into Ragnaros. Huh. Is that what you do? Oh my god, now my brain's hurting. Okay. Let's think this through.
Well, the Gaara's
kill the 1/4 for sure.
Well, Gaara's Sylvanas, even
Ekop is trying to figure it out right now too. Look at him. He's like pointing around.
Right, but even if both Sylvanases die, Ekop has so many minions on his side that it's not guaranteed that Gaara's Sylvanas would
take back the
Ragnaros.
That's a good point.
He's just trying to hedge his bets here.
So he put the extra 1/1 out. So okay, so first there goes that, and now he gets. Oh my god, he gets Ragnaros back.
Wow.
20% chance. Actually, it was 50-50. I mean, it either happens or it doesn't.
That was beautiful.
It's actually, we're still not even, I mean, we're not even close to being done now. Like, this is, let's see. I think you go ahead and you just shield block first.
See what you get.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I'd do. I think I'd just take out the zombie chow and pass.
He
goes for face.
No, he hits face because if you hit face, you set him up for lethal in the next turn where you can play the...
Nope.
You could play the Grom and then you can actually hit face again and then the Deathbite Death Rattle goes off.
Oh, you're right. That's a good point. So unless he he just drew a Sludge Belcher. That was a really lucky top deck for Ekop.
Sludge Belcher basically puts kibosh on that plan.
Right.
But he's considering doing the Pyromancer plus noting the RNG.
Yeah, Gaara saying what we're all thinking. What if... Imagine this, though. What if Gaara draws... I was going to say if he top decks a Spellbreaker. He could still... Oh, no, he doesn't have enough mana for that.
The Spellbreaker wouldn't have enough mana.
No, you're right.
An owl for that one.
Absolutely right.
Now, the problem here is that if he does use this... This is why Sludge Belcher is so friggin' good, right?
Yep.
He has lethal, but Sludge Belcher comes out, and it's 2 friggin' cards to get through. So instead he's going to have to just draw a card. And he gets his own Sludge Belcher. Okay.
He says, I see your Sludge Belcher, and I raise you.
But I don't think he has many activators left for his Grom here, so he can't swing with this Deathbite because he'll have no way to get his Grom 10 attack.
Another Sludge Belcher. Oh, that's some tough stuff.
The walls of Sludge Belcher are up.
And he has an Execute. So, Unstable Ghoul, that's technically... You play your cards right, that's a Grom activator.
This is so friggin' weird.
My brain's on fire thinking about proper plays are right now.
I actually think you just brawl here because I mean, he's got 4 dudes on board. He's going to attack before he does the brawl, but... Because he might as well get the attack out of your guy. And which one is that? Oh,
that's a good point. I was thinking the same thing.
There was 2 Sludge Belchers that were 3/2s.
2 3/2 Sludge Belchers. Do you just...
I think you execute because you're still trying to friggin' get all this stuff off the board to get through. Like, you don't care about whatever else comes out. I guess Tyrion would be the worst thing right now. If Ekop draws Tyrion...
Oh, you're right. We haven't seen Tyrion yet, but we also haven't seen Gaara Spellbreaker.
Yeah, that's true. But again, Spellbreaker is going to cost too much mana to do that and get.
Well, at the very least, you're not staring down an Ashbringer, if you get it.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, you're not setting up lethal, but all right, did he get it? What did he get?
Well, this is actually, if he doesn't, oh yeah, what do you get? If this isn't Tyrion, Gaara wins. It
Not
was
necessarily.
Cairn, I believe.
It's Karen.
Yeah, because you ping one of the slimes for 1 with the minion, then you swing on the other slime with your Death Bite, which triggers kills.
Oh, that's right.
Following
That's right.
it triggers
Actually,
your Grom. That's game.
yes,
Gaara
that's game.
wins.
That's game. And Gaara knows it already too.
So he went ahead and
He says
well
played.
met.
Ekop says well met.
Tomato.
Uh-oh. He's mad. He's mad. He's getting up. What is he doing? Okay. So Gaara pulls that one out, which means so far everyone's got 1 win and 1 loss that we've seen, right?